Map 2, King's Row.
Well, see, the song says
But
when you look at LW Blue picking this map,
I don't know, it's interesting because
I might not get it.
I would have assumed that Savioli would have played Hog. I don't know if he's going to stay on this. This comp's probably fake. Runaway's on D because they're blue. Luxury Watch is on offense. So they're going to go dive comp, which is the exact same comp that Runaway ran on Lijiang first stage. But it's super snowball-y comp.
Really, any teams this season. Hollywood's actually been very unpopular to select. And then the other choice, of course.
And then Runaway's defense is pretty standard. I mean, I say standard. Some players would have ran some teams would have ran 76, I think, over the Genji. But I think if Haxel's playing Genji on your team, you just let him play Genji. He's like Shadowburn that doesn't require full team behind him.
Otherwise, Runaway.
But this competition from Luxury Watch is really, really strange. I don't think they're going to stay on it. I hope that they don't stay on it. I guess, yeah. Like, they're swapping now to random things. I don't know. There's not a lot of... Alright, there we go. Now, alright. So they just switched their entire comp, and there's nothing to talk about because I can't predict that. They're running a pretty standard comp. I think that this is fine. I think Sabiolbi's Hog is really, really good. And if they can, like, play around that enough, it can work out for them.
LW Blue should be able to win the Reinhardt Shield Wars. They have the higher DPS to break the shield with them.
Just let Nanohana or Flower hit his headshots and then get a hook or two and win that way. I think Runaway's playing way too passive here. They're just getting farmed. Like, they got pushed into this corner and they're just gonna... Ooh, that's a huge flashbang. Well played, but I think Runaway should have engaged harder. Like, once they saw the McCree. Because they had the heroes to deal with it, I think. But they kind of just like backed up and let them take too much ground, so I'm not sure what their plan was, but that was pretty straightforward push from Luxury Watch.
A bit of a miscommunication maybe for the positioning for Runaway, but that is not something you normally see from Kaiser.
Yeah, positioning, well...
The McCree is only going to last so long, though. I mean, this comp is really good, though, for this map, I guess.
Sure, but
it's Zarya versus D.Va, so like you see Stitch, even though they lost that fight, Stitch already almost has Grav, so... 5:25 on the clock, but Stitch is about to have his ult regardless, so they should be able to win a fight relatively soon, as they do Nano the High Noon. Is Nano High Noon? No, it's a Reinhardt shield. So they're going pretty deep on this push. I don't like that Runaway is letting the cart roll so much. Like, if anyone gets chased down here, it's pretty game losing, so they need to back up. Times 2, times 2, times 2. Stitch at 90. This next fight probably should go Runaway's favor because they're going to have Nano soon. Kaiser, I mean, both teams have Shatter, though, so... Actually, this might be Luxury Watch's fight, depending on whether or not Stitch gets Graviton in time. Axel pressuring Sabiolbi. Kaiser hits another huge Shatter. Sound Barrier comes out to defend, though, which is really big, but Cox kills Janice, so this fight should be over, at least in terms of... That's a deep dive, but he gets a bubble. Stitch has Grav. If Kaiser lives here, that's huge, but I don't... Alright, that's huge. His team just went nuts and followed him in. That was really good. If he died there, I think it would have almost been good for Luxury Watch, because their next fight would have been a little bit easier, because it would have taken so long for Kaiser to get back. But Cox chased him all the way down and got the Anonade off, which is crazy. So Janice still has his Shatter. I mean, Kaiser's getting the better of the Shatter Wars right now, but now it's really bad for Luxury Watch, because they committed the Sound Barrier. And now they have the Graviton, where Luxury Watch doesn't have anything. I mean, they can pop Shatter, but... Whole Hog or Graviton into Sound Barrier should be more than enough for Runaway to come out on top of this fight, unless it gets eaten or some crazy shit.
It really helps that those two ultimates didn't get anything from LW Blue, right? If you were able
There's
to
Miko's ult. Janice diving super far. They don't get the kill though, and that's like a massive grab. Really good play from Janice actually there. But now Stitch is already back up at 30% Graviton from this fight after 40. I think they nano boosted him. I think they nano boosted Stitch. Stitch is going off again.
Self-destruct just blocked off there by the shield, so bumpers D.Va not going to be terribly.
So Haxel's gonna Dragon Blade. They're just trying to skirmish this out, but Haxel's not really getting a lot out of it. Good bubble. Stitch is playing really well, I think. They're delaying, and Stitch is already back up at a second Graviton. This is why, I don't know, this is like one of those things that I really don't like about Overwatch sometimes, is that that can happen. I don't know, this feels really cheesy now if you're Luxury Watch. Like this next fight, they're going to have survived the Graviton, or they're going to have gotten wiped by Grav, and now they're going to get grabbed again.
Stitch here with another graviton, getting it up over
Like,
the course of that fight.
is that really fair? Probably not.
Repulsed once again.
So Luxury Watch,
Runaway,
like,
and have to
I'm
reset
assuming they're
this
gonna
up.
lose this
Only a
fight unless
Deadeye
Stitch like
for
whiffs.
Stitch.
But he has no charge, so the damage isn't super there unless Kaiser hits a good shatter or there's a big nuke.
Yep, can't go for it now.
Oh,
He throws it.
yeah,
No,
but,
what happened?
Get off in time, but they had to pair that with the Earth
I
Shatter.
think it hit the Diva from behind and then got stuck on the wall, so that was really unfortunate actually. I'm surprised that he went for that though. That was super televised. I think it hit the back of the Diva mech. Now they're nano boosting him again to get another what's it called, ult up? But he was never really charged there, so that was a really bad play from Runaway actually at the end of the day. Like they tried to salvage it with the nano boost on the Stitch. He got it to 40%, which is kind of crazy actually. But I don't know why Runaway is backing up. I mean, I guess it's fine, but the Lucio dying there is really, really late. Kaiser got out though and made more than enough space for himself. Runaway needs to take like a shitty fight right now and just 6-man group up on the cart and try to force Luxury Watch to pop something. Because they need to get the sound barrier before the game ends and ideally get another Earth Shatter up. Like Bumper needs to stop this cart right now and they need to get a reaction out of Luxury Watch before the cart gets into like GG territory. So they throw the mech bomb, but they're getting pushed too far back here. I think they're playing this incorrectly, Runaway. I think that they should have just went in because the cart's still rolling and they're losing members. Like if this fight goes on long enough, like you see how much room they just got? I guess now they can retake, but they're only one fight away now. Or like half a fight even. Because if Flower gets a good high noon here, this could be GG. They're getting so much room here. It's actually crazy. Sound barrier comes out. Cox has nano boost. I'm assuming he'll nano boost Haxel. Interesting that Haxel switched to the Genji after Stitch switched off. I guess Stitch got tilted after he threw that bad one in the streets. But it's still a good comp. I mean, Stitch McCree versus Flower McCree. And there's no Diva on the side of, or there is. I don't know where Miko was. Maybe it was dead.
So they also didn't give really much charge at all onto Haxel.
Diva's eating McCree shots. I'm not really sure how Luxury Watch finishes this map right now. That's a huge kill off the Fire Strike. That's 30 seconds off the clock that they're just not gonna have now. I like that they're pushing up here. Like they know that they're down a player, they have to push up. Haxel has Graviton now. Luxury Watch is in a really weird spot right now because they never ran the Zarya this entire round, and they don't have like a big ult combo. Like unless Janice hits some crazy shatter, there's no obvious way for them to just like get a team wipe. And even if they nano boost, I guess they can nano boost Flower too, but Flower has to go off then. So they nano boost Janice here, and they're going all in right here. Kaiser blocks the shatter, hits his own in the back, but somehow Flower gets a 2k. So they're trading, but this is fine for Runaway. Like as long as Runaway doesn't like that's a good high noon. I mean it's a zoning high noon. He needs to get on the cart right now though.
Everybody's behind the cart, and Haxel is killed by Sabiolbi in the back line. Nice flashbang over the shield.
They're gonna lose now though because of those two deaths. Like Bumper just went down. And Flower's tilting to Widowmaker, so maybe he's gonna try to make something big happen here.
Now looking for the last-minute picks on the Widowmaker, knowing that he's not gonna have time to do.
It's a body shot. Is that McCree gonna go down or not? Huge sleep dart actually if they finish this kill. They're running out of time though, and again, they need like a hero that can clean this up. So they get the kill on Bumper, which is pretty huge. I don't know if that bomb's gonna hit. It does, it kills Runner. Flower clutches. If they kill this Reinhardt, that's GG. That's GG.
Jumps on now. They gotta take turns. They gotta slow the payload as much as they can. Bumper bumped away. There's a sound barrier.
Sound barrier comes out, but they don't have enough heroes here. It's just a matter of stall now.
Looking for those big picks. Trying to find shot on the Cox again, doesn't do it. There's another
Shatter comes out. I don't think it hit anybody though.
And it's the brawl. Runaway though, losing a lot of people.
The Widow paid off for them really big actually. Good on Runaway though to stop the cart from capping. Like they just denied the entire overtime round, so that's good.
Yeah, barely getting it there. So we'll see if they can actually stop the advance of Runaway because it wasn't a spectacular finish.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, the Widow paid off. I think, I don't know. I would have rather them just ran Genji and Widow or Genji and Zarya or something again, just on offense, just to finish the map. Or Tracer, like something that can snowball. But their team fight's not really that good for that push.
I'll hand in my nerd card now.
I think Runaway is playing like a very safe composition, and like they're playing it pretty well.
Back to the match.
Had to happen.
3.5 minutes was pretty good, but again, it can be faster. And both of these teams are playing at a high level, which is why I'm nitpicking a lot on this ult economy usage. Because if you throw away one of those nano boosts like we saw in the Streets phase from LW Blue, well, you can't match nano boosts anymore with Runaway, and that presents...
I mean, he's like, I don't know why he's flaming them for burning nano boosts in the Streets. Like, Runaway burnt like a couple too, I think, on 2 Stitches Zarya. I like the, no, they're not gonna run Widow. See, this is what I mean, like, Runner, are they gonna, no, they're not. This is a troll. I am being trolled.
The deeper in the tournament you go, as the level of the opponents are ratcheting it up, and Runaway's just had better ult economy so far in this series.
Yeah. Sabi will be back on the Roadhog again as we swap sides. LW Blue on the defense, Runaway gonna try to match the 3 points that LW Blue took, but it'd be quite the achievement. And how in the world do you play with your knees up like that?
We've always wondered that about Giannis.
So we're gonna run Bumper, Lucio. I don't know if, again, I can't tell if this is real. I mean, Luxury Watch playing a pretty tanky comp, no Zarya. I guess I just don't want to run Zarya. I don't know if it's like a personal preference, if they just didn't run it before and I'm just like spitballing and I'm wrong, but
of course, the dive composition, which he
what's it called?
Right to anticipate.
I don't know that I
does not play Zenyatta. This is
like the defensive diva. I mean, it's good, but I guess it's really good if Runaway is gonna run this Widow. But this composition is really wonky from Runaway. Like, they're trying this crazy shit. Like, they have their off-tank player playing Lucio. He just feeds immediately, and now this pushes over. But their healer is playing Widowmaker. Gets the kill onto Janice. That's a huge kill if nobody else dies, because they can just wait now. But Kaiser goes in and feeds. They need to slow down. I don't know what they're doing right now, because they should have just backed up. As soon as they got that kill onto Janice, they just needed to wait. Or onto Janice. But Kaiser gets overzealous there. And now they're like kind of trading awkwardly. Cox kills Miko. Which is really big actually, but I feel like people not playing their preferred roles is a big deal. Cox is hitting his shots though, it seems.
And nobody can even contest Cox right now because Meko was dead. So he has to just get back to the point right now, and now he's isolated.
Waiting wall hacks. They can't really engage with wall hacks up is the issue. I don't know why they keep nano boosting this Reinhardt. This Reinhardt is in no position to do anything. Like, what is this Reinhardt gonna do? There's so many better heroes to nano boost, I feel. Like, nano boost the McCree, nano boost the Diva. Wait till a whole hog, nano boost the hog, but instead they nano boost the Reinhardt and get nothing out of it. Luna's ults are just as bad as last week's as far as right now goes. Sabi LB pops whole hog, but the trance comes out. Stitch pulse bomb kills 2. Stream lags because of how good the play was, and that's that. I don't know, Luxury Watch misplayed that, I think. Miko's positioning was really awkward. He should have just been in the back. As soon as you see the Widowmaker, he should have just been making his way there. But he gets killed early, and it was kind of a sloppy engage from both teams. Like, even Luxury Watch's nano boost was pretty awful, in my opinion. I don't know why they nanoed a Reinhardt that was, like, standing on the point with his shield up. Like, if your Reinhardt's swinging or gets pinned or something, then go for the nano, but otherwise it's kind of awkward. But they're not even switching their heroes. They're actually going to keep Bumper on the Lucio and Runner on the Zenyatta. Like, they're just letting Cox play his game. Good kill. So now they have to deal with Flower up here, and this is pretty obnoxious once the McCree gets high ground position.
He showed from the, as you were saying, the DPS role earlier this season.
He just stayed up there. I'm actually surprised he fell. I mean, I guess he didn't know that the Winston was going to fall, but Runaway doesn't have a Reinhardt. And we're playing King's Row. Like, King's Row and, like, 76 without Reinhardt, too. This is a really awkward composition. I think Cox would have been better off on, like, Zarya here, just to get the Gravitons and, like, bubble the Racers and stuff, but I think in a an alt fight though, like, you should expect. So, like, I like this. I like that they nano boost the McCree here finally instead of the Rhine. I don't know what Runaway's plan is though to get this map actually, like, or just to get this phase, because they're running Zenyatta. Like, it's too clumped to this entire point for what their composition's trying to accomplish, and I don't even like the 76 pick. So now they're switching to Reinhardt Hog, and they switch everyone, or what? Cox is gonna go Lucio now, or what? Or Anna rather. He goes Lucio. So now they're running Anna Zen. So there's, like, they finally switched, but they only have 3 minutes now. So Bumper back on his Zarya, Stitch on Tracer. Tracer should be okay as long as they can kill Nano Hana, but They have to somehow kill Nanohana now. I really like McCree on this map, by the way. I think like Luxury Watch's composition is pretty strong. Stitch gets flashbang, doesn't die though. Rare mistake from Flower. Stitch still alive. Stitch still alive. Janice has Shatter. It's awkward engage right now. Trans comes out, but huge Ana nuke.
They try to fight back against the aggression. LW Blue's bringing in, and everybody's pretty healthy. Bumper gets one onto Luna, and everybody in the bookstore.
Why did pretty much all of Luxury Watch just took a fight in the bookstore, and it was really weird.
Oh, that mech did not get
Axel going off though.
That'll be the cleanup. So Runaway.
So Cox actually hit a huge nuke on everybody in the bookstore, and then like they stayed in the bookstore and wound up getting team wiped. But I actually don't think Runaway should have won that fight. Like it's really big deal that they won that fight, because generally when you win fights that you're not supposed to, it's pretty big. And now Runner switches to Lucio. They get off the Zen. I don't know how much the Zen actually helped them, to be honest, but Luxury Watch is in a good spot right now because they can pop Sound Barrier. They're almost close to another Shatter. Zoning High Noon's coming out right now. They're going to get a lot of base out of this. Stitch is on support duty right now, but Flower's going back for him. They're just overloading Flower right now. Good Sound Barrier from Gambler there to save Flower. Gambler's playing really well, actually. Like, I haven't questioned a Lucio ult yet. And Sabielby's back on his Tracer now, which is also interesting. So Runaway has the Graviton now. He suicides. I guess he's going to switch. He wants to go back to Hog. I'm assuming.
Possibly. Maybe the 76.
Yeah, there's the Hog. That was a late jump. Why did he go for that so late? That was a mistake, actually. That was pretty throwy in retrospect. Like, the Lucio went back. They lost this fight all because they went back for that Tracer. Why would you swap there?
There's a hook, though. Hey, guess who's on Road Dogg now? It's Sabielby, but guess what? He's also...
Okay, so Luxury Watch just gives them the point there. I don't... They definitely had a way better chance of winning that fight if they didn't do that. But, so they just give Runaway that point. Haxel's gonna have Nano Blade soon, and they have to take a fight soon because 2 minutes left before they cap, and they need to stop this car from rolling. Like, once it turns this corner past the gap, that's when it gets into, like, crunch time. They can get this hook. Nope. Miko kills Runner. Runner's died to Diva mech suits so many times, actually, this game. So, like, the Lucio's, I think it's always been Runner. I think Runner's caught a few Diva mech suits already. It's only been, like, 2 rounds. Late death from Cox. Runaway's not playing too clean here. They just need to back up, or like they're like torn. They're like backing up and then trying to push up, and then like they're trying to play like this weird spacing game, but they're always down numbers. And they need Bumper to get this what's it called? This Graviton up soon because they only have a minute. Good zoning High Noon from Flower. Their defenses are actually so good, both teams, I think. Or like they play their defenses pretty well if you take away the throw from Luxury Watch. And there's the Nano Blade that they needed. But the look at where the cart is though. Like, this is why it's good, because the cart rolled back so much that even if they get a team wipe here, which it doesn't look like they're going to, the cart still hasn't moved. So like they went all in, they burned 2 ults, but the cart got zeros, like absolutely no push time. And now Haxel's like trying his best to push this, but the cart still hasn't like gone anywhere. Now everyone's back. Big Shatter. Pulse bombs the baby Diva. Free kill, whatever, I guess. I don't know how close the Diva was. The Diva actually had suit up, so it was probably fine in retrospect. But now Runaway's in this weird spot where they're just going to keep popping their ults as they get them because they don't have enough time to wait. Although this was a forced Graviton. They could have waited. I mean, he should have known that Stitch wasted the Pulse Bomb, and Haxel was super close to Dragon Blade. So if they had actually popped that Graviton like 5 or 6 seconds later or sooner, it could have been a completely different fight. So Bumper getting a little overeager there, and it definitely costs them right now. Their composition wasn't good in Streets phase though. I mean, this was a pretty good match from Luxury Watch, but arguably you could make a case for Runaway to have not even taken the second point of the map. Even, I don't know, first point was weird too. Luxury Watch's defense actually like screwed up multiple times on this point, but they were still able to win. So I think that that's testament to like how good Runaway, or how bad Runaway's offense actually was. Like Luxury Watch's nano boost on first point was super bad. I mean, that play from Sabioli to switch heroes to like die super late, they screwed up that also. And like they still held them, so I don't know. I wasn't feeling Runaway's offense there. I think that was one of their weaker maps for sure.